Hey you guys. Okay, so I wanted to make this video about losing weight with your body type because there are so many different diets out there, and I know that it gets really frustrating because you'll hear one thing and then something else contradicts this, and then there's something else, and then there's the latest fad diet, and it's no wonder that people just give up because it's like, I don't even know what to do. Everything is so confusing. Losing weight comes down to basically something super simple. Calories in versus calories out. So that means how many calories you eat versus how many calories you expend. So calories expended through just keeping your body alive, your calorie needs to burn calories. If you're doing a job where you're on your feet all day, if you're working out, if you're a fidgety type person, you're gonna burn more calories. So it's basically how many calories you're taking in versus how many calories you're outputting. And it's kind of simple math. Now, when it comes to body types, absolutely it can play a part. And so that's what I was going to talk about, is getting a little bit more specific with your body type and maybe what you can do to speed up the process. So there are 3 different body types, and we don't all fall into one of them 100%. So if I read them out to you, you might see that you, like for me, I fall into 2 different categories. You might fall into one and be like, that is me, I know that's me. And so then you can listen to what I have to say about that body type, or you might have to take some information from both, or you can just listen to this and be like, I'm just gonna keep eating healthy and hope for the best. Not everybody wants to be that specific, but for those who do, I just wanted to put this video out there. So the first body type is called the ectomorph, and that is somebody who is tall and skinny, narrow hips, narrow shoulders, long limbs. They have a very fast metabolism and have a hard time putting on weight. So it would put you in mind of somebody like a basketball player would be an ectomorph, a model who's like, 5'7", 5'8", naturally tiny. That's an ectomorph. They are what would be considered lucky because usually they are just naturally tiny and don't really have to do that much about it. They have a fast metabolism, they've got height working for them, so there's a lot going for them. If this is who you are, it could very well be that this is you and you don't have a lot of body fat, but you still want to tone up and tighten up. What is recommended for you if that's your body type is to do weight training. Cardio maybe once, twice a week just because it's good for your heart health. But basically what you need to do is you need to lift weights, and you need to lift heavy weights because you do have a naturally harder time putting on muscle. So you're not going to bulk up. You're not going to get all, you're just going to get leaned and toned. Again, if this is you, carbohydrates are more your friend than anybody else's. You can eat them because your body just knows what to do with them. So half of your diet, so if you're on an 1,800 calorie a day diet, 50% of those calories can come from carbs, 25% of those calories should come from protein, and 25% of those calories can come from fat. Body type number 2 is the mesomorph, and that's more of an athletic build. These people can gain muscle easily. So it would put you in mind of like maybe a football player or a bodybuilder. They have a lot of muscle on their frame. This type of body should consume a little less carbs. So 40% of your daily calories should come from carbs, 40% protein, and 20% fat. This body type is going to require more protein because you have so much muscle on you, and your body burns through it a lot faster. So you want to keep your protein intake higher because of the amount of muscle you already have. Again, this type of body would require both weight training and cardio, maybe weight training like 3 days a week and cardio 3 days a week. Maybe you'd split it half and half because you do need both to keep your muscle mass, and you do need to keep the fat from your food, your body fat under control by doing your cardio. The last body type is the endomorph, and this is what people would call big boned, stocky. This is normally when you have narrow shoulders but wider hips, thicker arms, thicker legs. You do have a lot of muscle on your body, but you also hold on to a lot of body fat. So if this is you, your metabolism is slower. Usually it has something to do with height. The taller you are, the more you can eat, the more your metabolism is higher normally. And the thing with this body type is that you don't digest carbs as well. So what that means is that when you eat carbs, your blood sugar shoots up really fast and it converts that sugar into fat. So what you're gonna wanna do is restrict your carbs slightly. Do not fear carbs. Carbs are for energy. You want the energy to work out. You want the energy to live your life. But whatever your daily total calories are, you should calculate 25% of that, and that will be your carb intake. 50% will be protein. So eat a lot of protein, and 25% of your daily calories will come from fat. Now, you are going to want to do weight training 1 to 2 times a week, but you are going to want to increase your cardio. But yes, cardio is going to help you with your body fat. So those are 3 types of body types. However, the one thing that we all have in common, no matter what your body type is that our bodies do not like change whatsoever. We like holding on to fat. This research says it goes back to like the caveman days when we would just hold on to fat in case we didn't see food for a while, in case we went hunting and didn't get anything. You would have that reserve of fat. All of our bodies are designed to just stay in what they call like homeostasis is the word for it. And that just means stability, maintenance. Our body just wants to stay the same. So what happens is that when we try to diet, when we try to lose fat, our body gets smart, and what it does is it lowers our metabolism so that we lose less fat. It increases our appetite so that we eat more to stay the same. It decreases the amount of energy we do, so we'll feel more lethargic when we're dieting. And this is exactly why I think 90%, and that's the statistic, guys, is that 90% of diets fail, is just because we have so many things going against us. Our body is working against us. We're trying to do something. Our body is trying to say, no, I don't think so. I like where we're at. So that's why I guess I always go on and on about how this is a journey, because a diet is just not going to get you anywhere. A diet might get you to your goal weight of losing 30 pounds, but how many times have we seen like, okay, check, I lost my 30 pounds. And then you see these people like a year later and they've gained back their 30 pounds. They've gained back 40 pounds because we're just not designed to diet, I guess. So changing your lifestyle little by little and having it go a little bit slower is maybe a bit more frustrating. It takes a bit more time, but it's teaching you habits that you can use forever and not just for, 30 days. So again, we've all heard of the plateau, and this is when we kind of just meh. So things to do to kind of avoid that, or when you hit the plateau, how to keep going would be, number 1 would be your water intake. Water. Number 2 is to make sure you're getting in your vitamins and minerals for the day. That's really going to help your body not crave as much junk and stuff. So if you're on Shakeology, absolutely, I don't care if you like it or not, drink it every day because it has everything that you need in it. If you're not on it, take a multivitamin. You might want to do some research into pre and probiotics, fish oil, stuff like that. I'll let you do the research on that. I drink my shake. That's all I do. Switch up your workouts constantly. Again, if you're doing Beachbody On Demand, they're designed that way. Like you're not really doing the same workout every day. You're always doing something different, keeping your body guessing, keeping your body on its toes. So if you're doing one of those programs, you're good. It's just that some people go and get like a gym plan and they go to the gym every day and they do like, 3 sets of squats and shoulder press and chest press, and then they go home and the next day they do 3 sets of squats and chest press and shoulder press. So your body just eventually goes on autopilot because it's like, I know what we're going there to do, so I don't even have to wake up. Or some people get on the treadmill every day and they walk for like 30 minutes. Well, eventually your body's just, again, going to go on autopilot because it knows what it's about to do. So it doesn't even have to work or put any thought into it. Apple cider vinegar, I think I did a video about that. If not, I will check and I will do one because it is great. I take a shot of it every day. It helps rev up your metabolism. It's good for you. Sleep more. Sleep is huge for regulating your hormones. When you don't get a good night's sleep, I don't know about you, usually the next day I will eat anything that's not tied down. I'm starving. That is the first thing that happens when I don't get a good night's sleep, so I'm just hungry all day. Stress. Whatever you can do to avoid stress in your life, take a bath, you know, journal, meditate. I know easier said than done, but stress, if you are stressed about anything, you ain't losing any weight, trust me. I think that's all I have for now. I'm going to do a few more videos around this topic because I know when I reach out to you guys, usually you're good with the workouts because all you have to do is push play and follow along, but it's the nutrition side of thing that gets trickier. So I will do a few more videos about food. I'm going to talk about foods that rev up your metabolism. I also want to do one about, it's actually a really good one. I took a course on eating, mindless eating and stuff like that. So I will do a video on that as well. But for now, this is some information on your body type. So if one of those you were like, yep, that's me, maybe you could follow eating a bit less carbs, eating more carbs, depending on what your body type is, and see if that does anything for you. But all I can tell you is that just keep at it. Your body is stubborn, so you have to be stubborner. And I don't think that's a word, but I'm making it one. So be stubborner than your body. All right? Reach out to me if you guys have any questions at all. I am always here for you. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day.